Hello. Welcome to the SMB tourney match against sparetrainer and Pidgey, Pidgey, otherwise known as, well, it used to be known as Pidgey SR.
Hello.
Excellent 80% No World 5 match we got today.
Yes. And if you were watching, you might have seen them trying to set up a thing we call cutscene minute, which is we're trying to get the overworld map, overworld enemies in a certain position so that we're guaranteed to be able to dodge him later on. And looks
Yeah.
like we have started.
Yeah, this is 1-1. Grab the propeller in this level. Grab the checkpoint here, so get big, and so you can grab the propeller. And just run through the level and try not to get hit.
Yep. We will probably see both of these runners doing a route called propeller route or prop route, which is they're going to try to keep their propeller suit for as long as they can, ideally the entire time. And if they end up losing the propeller suit, it's kind of an awful thing because once you get past 2-4, there's like no opportunities to get the propeller back until way later. So
yeah, that's why prop route is like so risky.
Yeah.
If you lose it, yeah, you're pretty much screwed. This is 1-2, the underground level. This level this is the first part of the run where we will be obtaining the star here. And the star makes us go fast, and it's invincible.
We saw Spare doing the epic kneel strat in 1-2.
Pretty pog.
Pretty epic gamer.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty exciting match here. Both of these runners are pretty good runners for this category.
They are quite good at this game. Both have obtained the 46, but Pidgey is actually the world record holder in this category, so he's got a slight advantage.
Yeah.
But Spare is also pretty experienced in this category as well, so it'll be an interesting mashup tonight.
Yep. I believe like the match against, I think Pidgey's last match, like he glitch beat him, and like his last match or whatever. It just shows you like anything can happen. Even though he's the world record holder, anything can still happen. Spare could still end up beating him, because tourney matches are always like that. Sometimes. Let's see if they'll. Okay, so Spare. It looked like Spare tried to go for Jack GSR strat there, but he didn't get it.
The most important thing though is that they both still have their propeller. So
yeah, they didn't pull it. Yeah, they didn't pull a junior gaming right there. So let's go.
They're doing good.
You always want to turn back, like you always in that part. You always want to turn back, because if you don't turn back, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah. So. Those last Hammer Bros are actually some very annoying RNG, and sometimes one of them will jump down at the worst time and hit you. But luckily, none of these runners got the bad RNG, so they are good. You actually can. You can be fast enough to pass the Hammer Bros without getting hit, even with the bad RNG. But it's pretty tight, so.
Yep.
You're more likely to not get hit if you just don't get the pattern at all. Oh, we see Pidgey getting what we call an LCK, which is called Latcher's Clip Kick. But he does mess up afterwards. So we're not going to see any of these runners getting what we call the Soig cycle, which is the cycle that Soig's Hundo Task was the first to make. And it's a pretty difficult cycle.
Rami, what was the strat called before? All I heard what it was called was Jack DSR strat, but is it called a shell strat or something like that? I don't know.
Oh, the 1-3
Yeah.
Shell strat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Swig. Yes, Swig.
Swig. Swig.
Swig cycle.
Interesting name. By
It's
Brammy, son.
pretty cool. Yes.
Both of the runners defeating Larry. They beat up Larry with Mario. So they're gonna be going into the water level next. 1-4. Which is a very, very, very epic level.
We do have a bajillion shell strats. There's weird shell strat. There's dumb shell strat. There's 8-1 shell strat. What else is there? There's like a bunch of other shell strats, like 2-1 hundo shell strat, safety shell. Actually, that's a good name.
That is a
Good name,
lot of
just
shell
me.
strats.
Too many, too many. 6-5 as well, yeah.
Bramison strat.
That's my favorite strat.
Heck yeah,
But
dude.
yeah, as you see in this level, they're gonna try to stay out of the water as much as they can, so that when they're running above the ground, they're keeping a lot more speed than in the water. But yeah, we see both these runners getting the frame perfect spin in that little crevice area, except Spare gets it a little bit too late, to a point where it actually lost him a bit of time because he bonked at the very end.
Also, it is worth to mention, Alien has said this countless times, he is the best at doing spins on this level. The community, apparently.
Pidgey is just good at this level in general. We're probably gonna see him getting a high 417.
Yeah, looks
Or
like a pretty good 1-4 so far.
417. Yeah, almost the optimal IGT. Very, very, very good.
Hog
1-4.
champion.
I do not know how he mashes so fast. It's quite incredible. Alright, so now you will see Pidgey and Spare going up against what we call Frederoni. And see, he's
Come on,
able to
Fred.
dodge him, but we see some extra map movements from Pidgey, and then Spare gets 0 extra ones, so that's just a bit more time loss for Pidgey and some time saved for Spare.
They're kind of catching up right here. Yeah.
They're just slightly closer now, just because of RNG.
RNG.
Oh, well, Spare is messing up a little bit here in 1-6. 1-6 can be a very annoying level with dumb Koopa hitboxes.
Indeed, hitboxes can be atrocious on this level.
Yeah, they can be really awful.
Yep. Pidgey is getting through 1-6 quite nicely.
360.
It's a 360.
Yep. Which is 1 away from the optimal IGT, so he's moving. And Spare is also finishing up, and they're both gonna be going into 1 castle. So cool.
The final level of World 1.
Yes, the final level of World 1, where they will unlock a key to go to World 2 in the boss fight.
Yes. And now both of the runners making their way into 1C now.
Yep.
Like
so
doing the optimal cycle.
They are both making the optimal cycle, which is very good. It's not too difficult, but it is just like slightly tight. But we do see Spare bonking a little bit, but it's all right. He's still schmoving. Pidgey is just schmoving all over the place, really. So.
Pidgey and Spare making their way to the end of 1C here.
Yeah, Pidgey getting a 532 door, which is that was a high 532 as well.
Spare
So that was
530.
very, very good. And Spare, yeah, they both got the fast cycle, but since Spare did have those extra bonks around the beginning, he's not gonna have as high of an IGT as Pidgey. Here we are in the boss fight. Pidgey getting a very nice midair hit on Larry.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so did Spare. Spare also got a very good one. So they are both doing very well at the
Nice.
moment. Very good boss fights from both of them. And Pidgey
Yeah,
getting a
this is a pretty
502
good one-on,
castle.
honestly, right now.
Pidgey got a 502 castle, which is one away from optimal. So very, very, very great.
Yeah, that is very good. Then
Spare
Spare
getting a
getting a
499,
499, yeah.
which is also very solid.
Man. Pretty good. It looks like both other runners are going to be getting sub 1030 split out of World 1. Well, except Spare.
I think Spare got a 1030 or 1031. But yeah,
okay.
very, very good World 1s so far. And now we are in the desert with the pyramids and all the jazz in the sand.
Yep.
They're making their way to the first like little cross section thing here, where 2-1 is actually faster than doing 2-2. So you always want to go to that level for Canonless or No World 5. That's also the same in World 1 when there's the cross section when you're fighting Fred. You want to go to 1-6 instead of 1-5 because it's faster. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, Spare is having some mishaps here in 2-1. Luckily, he still has his propeller, but
that was kind of
he's losing
scary.
quite a bit of time here. Yeah.
Making his way through that part, though.
Doing very good. Yeah, Pidgey getting a pretty optimal 2-1 for the strats that he went for. So there is one jump that Spare just passed that's called Gamer Jump. And it's pretty difficult and not something you should go for in runs because it's just very risky and you can get hit very easily. But you know, if you want to do it, you can do it. It's just a very tight jump that allows you not to slow down as much instead of just propelling over it and drilling down. But yeah, now they are both going into 2-3.
Both of them doing prop route.
Yep, nice. Both of them doing prop route. If you were doing mini route, which is the other route that you would do in this category, you would make your way to the mushroom house that was after 2-1 and grab yourself.
Pidgey there.
Yeah, he did get a very solid one. But yeah, if you were doing mini route, you would be going to the mushroom house, grabbing a mini mushroom and a couple backup props if you want. And the mini mushroom is for 6-6, which is the water level. And when you have mini mushroom, you can just run along the water. It's very easy and very safe. But doing prop route, you have to go about blind, basically, in 6-6, doing some kind of difficult movement, mostly based on muscle memory. But yeah, as you can see, Spare messing up a little bit in 2-3, but you know, he still got props, so who give a care?
Yep.
Who even give a care?
He is through the level. Who give a care?
Pidgey going into 2 tower.
I love the way you said that.
Oh, so we see a little bit of a mess up from Pidgey, but he is
recovers it nicely. But
there's some strange things going on, but you know, he recovered very nicely here.
Oh,
but
nice.
It's just slightly more time saved for Spare against him, so
Spare can slowly
Spare is
creep his way up on the...
No, Spare also lost even more time than him.
Oh, dang, yeah, I just saw that.
Well, Pidgey is getting a 565 door, which is not actually too bad, considering how much time he lost in the first room. And also you see Pidgey getting a midair hit on, I don't even know this guy's name. What's his name?
Roy.
This is Roy? Okay. Yeah, Roy Roy kind of stinky, not gonna lie. He's kind of chunky. He like
Yeah,
hits
he
the ground and
also,
then you become super dizzy. You know?
yeah, he also like in the 2C, you have to worry about RNG with him, or which pipe he comes out of,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see that when we get into the two castle boss
which is
fight.
annoying.
It is kind of very annoying, yeah. All right, now we're going into the first. Well, actually, not the first one. The like second cycle based. No, third actually. There's actually a lot of cycle based levels in this category. Because there's
Oh yeah,
one tower, there's one castle, and then there's this. We'll see
yeah,
PG attempting to
yep.
get what we call fast 2-4, and he's already messed it up. So that is a shame, but it's not a
Sag.
very big deal.
I saw that
But
he
you might
bonked
see Spare
twice,
get some more time gained for him.
but but he will be on pace to get normal cycle at least.
Yeah. Oh,
Normal
no,
cycle's
Spare
free.
is also not getting fast 2-4, so looks like they'll probably
Dang,
both be getting the normal cycle,
that
which is
sucks.
not a big deal.
Oh well.
It's not a big deal if they are losing their time to the fast cycle, but, you know. Oh, no, Pidgey losing prop at the very end here. He has
Oh,
to travel his way back.
oh,
He's got to travel his way back
this is a
pretty far.
big. Okay, yeah, I don't
Uh-oh,
know where the
uh-oh,
propeller.
oh,
Oh,
man. This is
Spare is taking
very,
the
very
lead,
unfortunate.
and
Spare is
Pidgey
taking the lead here.
ties.
Pidgey is
Oh,
taking a death here. That is very unfortunate.
wow, that is really unfortunate. Oh my.
So now Pidgey's got to try to make his way
Now
back in the
Spare is
level
taking
against
the
the
lead over
wind.
Pidgey. Crazy. Shows you anything can happen in this race. Anything.
Oh, this is very, 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 very unfortunate for Pidgey here because
Yeah.
it is very annoying to try to travel back in this level because of all the wind. But
Yep.
hopefully we'll see him make a recovery. Spare is now moving into 2 castle.
Yep. Anything can happen.
So now Pidgey's trying to get Mushroom here, and then he's going to make his way all the way back and then try to get Propeller one more time.
Dang, dude. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that is the worst. It's actually not the worst place to lose it in the run because this level does have props, but it is very annoying to lose it. And looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
Pidgey is getting his... Oh, that's really unfortunate. So right after he got it back, he lost it again, but it's not a big deal because
Oh!
there is one more prop
Dang,
in that
dude.
one.
That's
So
really unfortunate.
now he is moving on here. Hopefully he takes a
Gotta
safe
get the
here
bag.
and
Yeah.
doesn't lose his propeller because that would be very, very, very unfortunate. Yeah.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like he's making his way now past 2-4. Thank
That is a
the
sad
Lord.
moment.
And Spare is in an auto scroll at the moment, but this one's kind of special because you have to go through a certain pattern of ways to go through. And if you don't get the pattern right, it sends you back to the place you were before. And so you
Yeah.
got to get the pattern right the first time so that you can
Pattern's not
advance
that
in the
bad.
level.
Pattern's pretty easy, though, so.
Yeah, it's very easy. You just have to memorize like 3 different things, like up, down, or middle. So
It's up.
very, very easy.
It's up, down, and middle, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. All right. And
If I
Spare
can
is
remember it,
now.
anybody can remember it. My memory is pretty bad, if you ask me. Spare making his way into the RNG based boss fight with Roy. Let's see if he gets him a good pattern.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Come on, Roy.
So, not an awful pattern from Roy here.
It's
It took him
second.
2 tries to,
Second try, Roy.
yeah, second try Roy's not bad at all, so pretty nice RNG for the most part. And Pidgey is just making his way through the auto scroller like a real Chad. What a Chad.
Yep. Now, Spare will be going into World 3 now with the lead. The very epic snowy world. Probably one of my favorite worlds, honestly.
Now we've made our way into World 3, or as we like to call it, Finland.
Yep. What where I got that from last time was I don't know if you ever heard of there was an NSBW runner by the name of Tuska, and he would always name World 3 Finland. That's where I kind of got that from.
Rudy Polo.
Yeah, very epic former canonless world record holder. He's pretty good at the game.
A bit of mishaps from Spare here.
Why Finland?
I
don't know. He said he lives in Finland. He said it was like really snowy there or something like that. But I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not.
It's probably true.
Azor told me that he lives in Antarctica. Is this true?
Yeah, this is not true. This is Caparoni.
Dang.
And
he's probably playing like in an ice cube with his like Wii setup or something
probably.
like that.
He's probably in like a ice cube. And Spare's finishing up 3-1. Not the best 3-1 in the world, but it'll do. It'll do.
Yes, this is correct. Hog champion.
I mean, oh yes, he does live there. I didn't say anything otherwise.
He lives in the bottom of the earth.
Yeah, he lives down there in a little igloo, with all them polar bears, the penguin homies. Except, are penguins in Antarctica? Question.
I'm pretty sure, aren't they? I think they are.
Let's look it up. Put your answers in the chat below. No.
Penguins are in Antarctica? Yay, I was right. Yes, they are. Nice. Spare is making his way through 3-2. It's just level.
Hog. They do live in Antarctica. Let's go. Because I heard an old myth that they don't live on the South Pole. And so...
Pretty good. Pretty decent 3-2 there by Spare. Pidgey is making his way through 3-1 at the moment.
All my penguin homies. As we can see,
now we will be equipping the star here.
Yeah. Spare is equipping the star here so that he can be guaranteed to dodge all these ice bros.
Does not get ice bro lists, which is unfortunate, but that is ridiculously difficult to get because RNG is dumb.
Yes, ice bro list is when you don't even touch the ice bros at all. And actually, if you're getting it, but you already got star, it actually loses you time. Yeah. So the optimal pattern when you already grabbed star is if you kill both the ice bros in one sweep, like around the map.
Yeah. Nope.
World 5 is pretty much skipless, right? Well, actually, we'll see them in Ghost House. You see Spare in Ghost House right now. He just took a secret exit, and this is going to take him to warp to World 6. And then later in World 6, we'll see him take the secret exit in 6-6, which takes him to World 8.
Yep.
So there is 2 skips
in
and
then
World 5.
And then the next secret exit you take is in 8-2, which takes you to 8-7. All the way to 8A and 8C.
Yeah, there's no World 1 warp and no World 5 warp because this is the no World 5 category. So they're not
Yep.
allowed to take the World 1 warp or it's invalid.
Yep. World 1 warp takes you to World 5, but that's for any percent.
Spare is he equipping the star here so that he has it for a little bit of the time in the final room. Yeah, they did also do the 2-4 secret exit that takes you to the castle as you saw already. So yeah.
Spare is going into World 6 now with the nice lead over Pidgey.
Yeah, pretty nicely, but
Hopefully,
anything can happen in World 6.
oh
World 6
yeah.
is very, very, very sketchy.
Yeah, World 6, it can be pretty dang brutal.
Yeah, this is where
Especially
we'll see most
6-1.
runs like
6-1
die.
sucks.
DCA, if you want to be filled in, basically, Pidgey lost prop at the very end of 2-4 and had to try to travel all the way back to get prop, and then he also died. So, and then he, when he died, he went back. He had already hit the checkpoint, so he had to try to travel back, grab a mushroom, and then grab a prop. Lost him a lot of time. So, yeah.
Quite unfortunate.
But you know, anything can happen in World 6, especially because both these runners are doing the harder route.
Azor just mentioned to us that on average the temperature is negative 59 in Antarctica. So I would like to know how you survived that.
You know, he's just vibing. Them penguins are cuddling in there, you know?
Yep.
So we see Spare doing the safer part here. There's a crouch jump that you can do in that one section that's somewhat risky because there's a somewhat small frame window to get the spin. So that you can skip that huge little wall thing, but he didn't go for it, which is fine because it only loses you about like maybe 3 seconds, not 3 seconds, like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spare is proven.
As you saw there, Spare did not get the roulette block. He got strat on his starless, which is actually faster than obtaining the star from the roulette block. And he's getting a pretty nice IGT of 525 there. Finish that out.
525 is pretty solid, especially considering he didn't go for the crouch jump.
Now Pidgey is making his way into World 6.
Or as we like to call it, Colorado. Or as I like to call it, Colorado.
Oh boy. Yeah, I remember that. We caught it from that. We caught it that last commentary.
Yes. We decided that it would be best to call it Colorado.
Sparetrainer making himself into the piranha level. This level is very interesting. Gotta do a certain amount of movements to be able to, you know, get a good grab the shell or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see they're grabbing a shell here so that you'll see later there's a like a Mario high gap that he can't get through because there's piranhas there. So when you grab the shell, you can kill the piranha and just move on by. Yeah, that was a very solid very solid.
Oh, yeah, that was really good.
6-3 by Spare.
Really good 6-3 by Spare right there. I don't know if is he on PB post right now? I'm not really sure.
I don't think so because just oh, we see Pidgey getting a bullet bill jump, which is very interesting, but it didn't actually save him time because he didn't hold down 2.
526 IGT by Pidgey.
That was very interesting. It probably would have been like 527 if he hadn't gotten that bullet bill jump. But that bullet bill jump actually does save time if he was expecting to get it. But of course he wasn't expecting it because those things are frame perfect. It's very interesting. Luckily he didn't get hit though. Alright, so we are in 6 tower and there's different cycles at the moment we see Spare is getting what we call soft cycle, but there is a harder cycle that you can get called erection cycle.
Yes.
It's pretty tight, but
Yes. Any percent No World 5 is more difficult than 90%, without a doubt. It really
yes.
is.
Also, we see Pidgey going for some 4-4-3 movement in 6-3, which is he got a harder version of the shell grab, so more time saved
Pretty
for
good
him.
soft cycle by Spare there. 549 door. Yeah, the levels are harder, but they're less optimized because like once you get to like a top level for any percent, you have to start optimizing the levels more and stuff like that.
Yes, DCA, that's a better way to put it. That shell grab that Pidgey did isn't necessarily harder, it's just a bit more inconsistent than hitting the question block that has the shell. Alright, now Pidgey is heading into 6 tower. We'll see if he maybe gets the erection cycle. And you'll notice, you'll definitely see if he gets it or not, because he'll make it into a topper area before the giant little, whatchamacallit, what would you call that, a skew or something? The giant little weird thingies.
I'm not really
And yes,
sure, honestly.
Pidgey is getting erection cycle here. But
Wow,
he
pretty
is
good
moving.
6 tower by Pidgey so far.
Yes, Pidgey is
He's hardcore gaming right
world
now.
record holder of this this 6 tower IL, and that was a very, 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 very,
Oh wow,
very
that was really good.
solid. He got a 5.57 door, which is very insane. So good for
Very
him.
good. Very good.
Yeah, Pidgey, I'm not actually sure how much he's behind, but it's probably about a minute.
Spare making his way through the easiest level in World 6. See if he doesn't lose prop here. Okay, good. He didn't lose prop there because that place can be pretty brutal for losing prop if you're not careful, because you can just run into the Koopa there. And now he's going to be going into the 6-6, which is also a really, really brutal level that loses most runners their runs.
Yeah, we'll see some pretty cool movement from Spare here in an almost entirely dark level. So,
Yeah, he's
as
going to be doing
it
with
does
prop too.
look somewhat hard to do, but it's actually not as hard as people think. With enough practice in this level, you can become consistent doing this movement.
Yep. Spare is going to be making his way through this level, see if he can what he gets. Make his way through the level.
Doing some cool little bat jumps here. Now
Pretty
he's
good
reaching,
6-6 so far.
he's reaching the end of 6-6 here. We'll see him make his way up there. Yeah, very, very solid 6-6 from Spare.
Bumped
We
a
also
little
see
bit on that barrel, but he's good.
we see a very solid 6-5 from Pidgey as well. And I did actually time it. Pidgey is about a minute and a half behind Spare, so.
Yep.
And Spare is making his way out of there. And he's gonna be
Into
making his
World
way
8.
into World 8. Yes. We'll see him go around the mountain into that little cannon area and make his way into World 8.
Yeah,
He's only
Pidgey's
+5.
6-6s.
So apparently Spare is only +5 on his PB, which is very insane. So
What is
maybe
Spare's PB, by the way? Wasn't it like a
he's got a
46-59?
46.59. Yeah,
Okay.
46.59.
Can he still PB this?
I believe he can with a faster bombless than his PB. Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. Could PB this. Bombs. And yeah, Spare is making is now in World 8 right now. Going into 8-1, which be pretty brutal if you're not careful.
Pidgey got a very, very, very solid 6-6. Very, very speedy. An entire 6 IGT faster than Spare.
Yeah, that is a really good 6-6. Really good.
421. Very, very insane.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good.
And Spare is doing a cool little shell strat made by Astix. He does that perfectly, so.
Now, right here, you're going to be seeing Spare trying to attempt a trick known as the 8-1 triple jump, which is going to be damage boosting through those first two first two pillars.
Those geysers, yeah.
Those geysers, yeah, and he gets it pretty nicely. It looks like he's damaging through it, but he's actually just triple jumping over it. So the damage boosting through it. He's actually not damage boosting. He's just triple jumping over it.
Yeah. All right.
How delayed am I?
Are you watching the stream version or are you watching the Discord stream?
Stream.
Watch the Discord stream.
Where's the Discord stream at?
It's streaming in the call we're in right now.
Hold up. I don't see it.
Yeah. You'll see like the Restream 7 thing is live in our call.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. For some weird reason.
You should be.
All I see is Restream 7.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but it's not saying it's live.
Strange. Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
alright, Spare's moving in 8-2. He's making his way into the last room. Well, technically, second to last room. Where he has Star. So not a bad 8-2.
Probably because I'm on mobile. It's probably because I'm on mobile.
I don't think so. You should still be able to join it. Not sure what the deal is on that. That's okay. Alright, Spare finishing up 8-2 with 422, which is not too bad. And Pidgey's making his way into 8-2 now.
422, decent. 8-2 there by Spare.
The Spare, I think Spare is still able to barely 46 this, maybe.
Yeah, there's a Star in 8-2, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, we see Pidgey doing another Neil's strat in A2 that some people call Neil's downward velocity strat for some weird reason. I don't know why. Just don't pay attention to that. No, just kidding. It's a pretty small time save, but Pidgey's doing some very, very hard things in 8-2 here. So yeah, very, very, very solid 8-2 from Pidgey here.
Indeed.
Wow, this is very, very good for Pidgey. He is on 426 IGT pace, which is extremely good. And yeah, we see him.
That is getting. We're also discovered by Astix, by the way.
Yes, the crouch boosting in the last level and throughout the level was found by him. Yes, Pidgey is getting a 426, which is one away from optimal, but the optimal IGT requires some weird strats, so
yeah,
he got the optimal one for the strats he went for. Yeah, Pidgey is slowly gaining on
roller coaster lower right now. He's like he's halfway through the level right here. I don't know, man. I wish I could figure that out. It's weird. Like, would it say live? You know, is it like live on air or whatever?
Yeah. That's the call we're in.
Okay, I click. Okay, I clicked on it, and then I see restrict the profile, and all I see on the bottom is move to disconnect. I don't know. I think that's right.
Okay. So a spare has a 4701 BPT at the moment, which is very, very solid.
Indeed.
But, you know, that includes some bombless, so I'm not sure if his some of best includes what we call coding double, which is the fastest variation of double bombless that you can do.
I'd say it's like
23 seconds. Yeah.
23 seconds. It's like it's a 2 frame hit on Bowser Jr. You do.
It's actually usually just one hit, a 1 frame hit, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah, 1 frame. Yeah.
So it's a frame perfect trick that
And
top
apparently,
runners need for top any percent times and top any percent in World 5 times. So
yeah. So apparently, SpareTrainer's BPT right now is 47 on 1. So that's pretty interesting. So that bomb, he can keep a pretty good time still here for a race.
you
And for
might be
80%
able to
off.
get 0 frames, but I don't know if that's technically true. I think it just depends on your setup. You can definitely get 0 framed with a weird setup, but alright. Pidgey getting a high 339, which is very solid. And Spare is making his way through 8A, completing the first 2 skips, which are not very difficult, so he's smooth.
Well, skips ain't too bad once you get used to them. There's gonna be a 3rd skip coming up here.
And he completes it well. No wall kickless, though, which is what is special about World 5. No World 5 tournament means, so basically in the regular any percent route, you go to World 5, which is the fastest way to get to 8 Castle. And so when you're not doing No World 5, when you're doing No World 5, you're not allowed to warp to World 5, which is the faster way to do it. So you have to take a different route, going to a different world.
Slower, but
so yeah,
right.
we see Spare getting a troll hit. Take some time to explain bombless a bit. So basically, as you can see by Bowser Jr.'s clown cart, it is rocking up and down, and when it's on its most down position, if you are up right next to the clown cart and ground pound on the right frame, you can make Mario's hitbox just small enough to fit through the ceiling and the clown cart to get a hit on him. And if you get the ground pound animation, when you're trying to hit him, that means you ground pounded like a frame late or a frame early.
Yeah, you're essentially hitting him with the bomb, which is
Pidgey
not very easy. And Spare does not get bombless.
Pidgey getting a
But he
410
is
pipe
on pretty
even with
decent. He is on 47 pace right now, going to Date C.
Cryptic. I'm not convinced you can get 0 framed.
Let's see if Pidgey gets bombless here.
We'll see, we'll see. We see first hit from Pidgey.
Yep.
And we'll see if he gets coding double. So he does not get coding double, but he still has the opportunity to get a backup hit here. And he does. Look at him. 386 airship, so Pidgey gets double bombless.
I just got double bombless.
Yeah. I just got double bombless.
I think I'm gonna throw it.
We're seeing Pidgey is on a 48 2x pace at the moment. So unless Spare makes some large mistakes here in this last level, it looks like he's got quite a large lead here. So,
finish it out. You can take the W.
So we don't do World 5 just because it's just the category we're doing, and it's more Most people say it's more fun just because you get to go to other worlds instead of just the 3 worlds in the regular any percent route. So it's just a category that allows you to go play other levels in the game, and it's a little bit more challenging. So Cryptic, that's complete cap. You were just bad at 5-4 skip.
Well, Spare is
5-4
making
skip
his way
is
through the
not.
waiting room. If he dies here, then Pidgey can take the win. So Spare's got to be careful here.
Yeah, but it looks like Spare's doing fine.
Yeah, he's gaming right now. Escape can be pretty brutal here. And apparently, Spare says that like he might be able to like 47 2x.
Yeah, but he's not gonna do a strat at the very end called Tommy strat, which involves an early spin on under a large platform slash wall that allows you to land very quickly onto a another platform that's right before the switch, the final switch. And that's the run. Like GG Spare, he's hit the first switch and he's about to save Peach.
My. We're really still doing this joke.
Wait a minute. It's
Oh
not
my.
Princess Peach. It's the wizard lady. Oh no. How did we not see this coming?
No
The
way.
plot twist
Some
of the
kind of glitch.
century. This can be happening right now. Bowser's super big.
Wizard
What?
lady. Wizard lady. Welcome to Escape. We're gonna be beginning Escape here. We're gonna be trying to manipulate the fireballs. So
Yeah, as you can see, yeah.
get the
Bowser
ball.
Bowser shoots his fireball wherever Mario is, so runners of this game try to jump at a certain time so that he shoots it in a straight line. And Spare's getting the perfect fireballs and is moving on into the real escape.
Alright.
And he's
Here we go.
he's just chilling.
We can get through here with that done.
And here we are, the final section. He says he's not going for Tommy Strat. And GG Spare Trainer.
GG.
47-30, I believe it was his
GG's
time.
by Spare.
Very solid time, Spare. GG.
Damn, he gets the win.
And now
Shows you anything can happen.
Spare's getting a 5-10 castle, which is not too shabby. And now we will watch Pidgey make his way through Escape as well. Hopefully able to finish out this run strong.
Yeah, he can get like a 48 here. I think.
Yeah, he can definitely 48 this. Yeah, Pidgey's going for some pretty risky movement here in Escape, so but he's got really nothing to lose other than more points.
Well, what's Pidgey's next match?
I think this was his last one. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Pidgey is getting very solid castle, 5-13. GG.
Yeah, GG's to
GG.
Pidgey. GG's
Very,
to both
very
of the
solid
runners.
ending for that run.
That was a really good race.
Yeah, that 2-4 was very, very unfortunate. But GG, guys. Let us know if you guys want to come in here for an interview. Spare Pidgey interview? Question mark?
Yep. I gotta finish my last match tonight. As I said earlier, I really do need to do that.
Yes, I also have my last 2 matches later today. So.
Yep.
Alright, so looks like Pidgey's gonna pass on the interview, but Spare might join us for the interview.
You remember? I don't think I saw the match against Caleb and Azor. Do you remember how that went?
The match between whom?
Caleb and Azor.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either. Because I didn't see it. But yeah, I think Spare said he could join in on the interview. It didn't happen. Oh, what happened?
All right, Spare, you can join in here, by the way. So
It's happening in 2.5 hours. Oh, did you guys reschedule it too?
welcome, Spare. How are you
Hi.
feeling?
I feel alright. The run was kind of like I pretty much did something bad in every level, but like I played pretty consistently, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad that I missed almost.
Definitely did show there. Yeah, you did.
Whatever.
That
Oh,
was a
you
very
didn't?
solid race.
I feel like I
Oh,
kind of got
okay,
away with
okay,
it
Zord.
because the Pidgey's 2-4 was super dumb,
Yeah,
and
he
like
lost
yeah,
like
I mean,
2 minutes.
it's like a tiny mistake and it lost in like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were behind Pidgey for the first half of the
Yeah,
race, but luckily you
it's
took the
kind of
lead.
a we take those moment.
Yeah, how many
Exactly.
wins do you have, Spare? Just out of
Two.
curiosity.
I lost against Glitch and I won against DCA.
So now
Oh, okay.
you've got 2 wins, 1 loss.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
it looks like you might be moving on to the bracket stage. How you feel about that?
Happy.
Yep. Very interesting tourney this year, though. It really has been a very interesting tourney. This is the first tournament to ever have use the No World 5 route.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's been definitely a really interesting tournament.
most definitely. So make sure you guys follow the runners. They're pretty cool. Spare Trainer and Pidgey.
For
If
all
you
the
want,
runners.
you can follow the commentators too. Looks like we lost Spare. He's left us. That's okay.
And yeah, let me see. I'll tell you guys the schedule matches that are coming. There's scheduled matches for later today at 3 p.m. Kayla versus Azord at SpeedGaming, so check that out. There's like there's also 2 other matches apparently scheduled today. At 6, there's another one at 6 p.m. Curran versus Anon.
Yep.
And then there's one at 10:30 p.m. which there's another match for Curran again versus Billy Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah, check those
I've
out.
got
Those are
I've
gonna be
got my
really
2
interesting.
matches.
And then
Alright.
hopefully tonight at like 12 a.m. EST, I'll have mine. It's Caleb, my final tiny match. So also be sure to check that out. So
Alright.
yeah,
Do you have any final words? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
hi mommy, hey daddy. Thank you all for watching.
Make sure to like and subscribe. No. Alright.
Definitely follow all the SpeedGaming channels and everything like that.
No, they're pretty cool. Alright. We'll see you guys maybe on future races. See y'all.
See you guys later. Peace.